think these are the perfect shades to be driving around West Point in. I mean, all the cadets are wearing these. The latest new thing in the military. And welding. After the British captured New York City, they controlled the Hudson River up to a point, West Point. I'm here at West Point, about 50 miles north of New York City, here in Orange County, New York. Now, the British wanted to control the Hudson River as a critical part of their divide the colonies and conquer strategy. But it was here that George Washington figured that he could stop the powerful British Navy from further advancement. Cannons placed high atop this bluff could menace any ship.
Washington determined that West Point was, quote, the most important post in America and the key to the continent. He ordered that it be strongly fortified. Washington selected Thaddeus Kosciuszko to have chief direction and superintendence.
Kosciuszko undertook the task of building a series of layered defensive positions here at West Point. So thorough were these fortifications that the British never even mounted an assault on the point. One of the more creative links in the colonel's defensive plan, so to speak, was a 60-ton chain that he had stretched across the Hudson River to block British ships. Here's a big piece of it right here. Now, where are you going? I'm not done yet. Forget it. Thaddeus Kosciuszko had fought in battle with Benedict Arnold in the battles of Saratoga, and both had distinguished themselves with valor there. But it was here at West Point where Benedict Arnold would go on to become America's most infamous traitor. Arnold had spent about a year recovering from a leg wound he had received at Saratoga, and he had asked for and received a command at West Point.
Unbeknownst to Washington, however, Benedict Arnold had cooked up a scheme to sell out the American cause. He had secretly met with British officer John Andre, an aide to British General Henry Clinton. Together they hatched a plan whereby Arnold would hand over West Point to the enemy for the payment of a large sum of money, plus a commission in the British Army.
After the secret meeting with Arnold, John Andre, disguised as a civilian, was riding on horseback, returning to the British camp when he was captured and taken to Washington's headquarters. Whoopsie! A letter was discovered in his boot revealing the plan of betrayal. The letter contained the name of you-know-who. Benedict Arnold. The plan to surrender West Point was foiled, and Benedict Arnold narrowly escaped capture by the Americans. He received his money and his commission, but John Andre, on the other hand, was tried by the Americans and hanged in 1780. Benedict Arnold maintained until his death that he had done the right thing by switching sides, and even wrote a letter to George Washington trying to convince him of his cause. But he died a man without a country. Arnold lived in Canada for a while, but was run out by an angry mob who burned him in effigy in his front yard. Then he lived in England for a while and was shunned by many, and even fought in a duel to defend his honor there. But taking a bribe to sell out your country is not exactly a road to popularity. Calling somebody a Benedict Arnold in America is perhaps the ultimate insult. Benedict Arnold, a hero at Saratoga, a traitor at West Point.
On July 4th, 1802, under President Thomas Jefferson, West Point became the United States Military Academy. In this Drive-Thru History series, I've had the great privilege to visit the most important battle sites in the founding of America. It's humbling for me to think about all the sacrifices that were made throughout the years so that I can enjoy my freedom today. This is one of the reasons I think history is so important. We can't appreciate what we don't honor and remember. So read about American battles, visit these places, and honor the sacrifices that were made for you.
Hey, little guy. How you doing? Cute. Just kind of hanging around here, Saratoga. Oh, let's see the little... Ow! Fine. Get that way.
It's very hot here. It's due to the global warmings and all of these things.